Peace, peace, peace. This is your international sales and marketing villain, Tiger Toledo. And you already know what it is, man. You rockin' with the best. You heard?
Hey yo, the streets don't love you, the block don't either. Police put a price on your head and it's getting cheaper. Youngins in the hood trying to get rich off the reefer.
This episode has been sponsored by U.S. Notary Agency. The power of attorney notary experts. Making mom's life a little easier. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to episode 15 of 100 of my 100 for 100 show. I will be conducting 100 videos in 100 days. So let's get right into it. This message comes from London Dagans. He wished for me to create a video about business image and branding and how it can increase sales. So let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. So the first thing you want to do, right? You want to have, and I'm going to steal this word from my man, Andre C. Hatchett. You want to have a big company feel, okay? You want to have a big company feel. And what does a big company feel look like? I'm going to share with you guys a few elements that you can use to have a big company feel. I've done this for many other businesses where it may be a one-man show and that person's working out of their basement and I've made their company look like humongous, right? So here's some tips that you can do. One, you have to get a business email. Stop sending emails through Yahoo, Gmail, Hotmail, SBC Global, all that crazy foo-foo shit. When you want to give a big company feel, sending it through a Gmail and stuff like that is not satisfactory anymore. Because if you're dealing with another big business, once they see that Gmail, you look very unprofessional at that point. At that point, they're saying to themselves, well, if this person can't even invest a little bit of money into getting a business email, how serious can we really take this person? And to be honest with you, there are many companies that will not even look at your email if you have a Gmail or Yahoo or Hotmail account. So just want you to keep that in mind. The next one is your website has to have that big company feel. Because when a company goes onto your website, remember your website is your calling card. That is almost like your receptionist at the front desk. That is what people are going to see when you're not around. And if your company looks like they spent $5 on a website and it's not even responsive on a mobile phone or anything like that, it looks very unprofessional, it looks very tacky, it looks very untrustworthy, and you will have a hard time getting the client to pay top dollar because you look cheap. And if you look cheap, you must be cheap. Therefore, even if you had the balls to ask me for a high price, it's not gonna fly because everything about you looks cheap. Okay? So the second one is the website. You want to get your website up to par. Now, these are a couple of things that it's gonna take a little bit of money, but it's gonna be well invested money, right? So this you can do. I recommend it. I had one before. I'm probably gonna go back into another one. Having an 800 number. Having an 800 number definitely gives you that big company feel, okay? Because it looks like, hey, this is an organization. I'm not dealing with one person. This person has a staff. Remember, it's all about perceived value. Perceived value is the name of the game. You want to have a big company feel. So the 800 number does work. 800 numbers are very cheap nowadays to get. You can get an 800 number, for like pennies on a dollar, right? Now, another thing that can give you a big company feel is creating a little video, like maybe an animated video, or maybe having somebody talk about the company. Not you per se, but having a third party talk about the company, someone unrelated. And then, of course, you'll probably have to get somebody to write a script, or if you're good at writing, write the script yourself, and then create a video, put that video on your website. And then if you can, go on wisestamp.com. It's called wisestamp.com. I'll leave you guys the link. Go to Wisestamp. It'll help you create a signature. And in your signature, you can take that same video. Basically, it's a propaganda video, and you are inserting that video into your email signature. So every email you send out, it has that video attached to it, which is dope. It's real dope. It works even when you're not working. Okay. Now here's the biggest reason why people have a hard time to increase their sales and profits, branding and imaging. Pricing. They're scared to death of giving people a high price. They feel that the lower their price is, they can undercut the competition, and that 1990s way of thinking. We can undercut the competition, we could fly under the radar, and they'll eventually go bankrupt. Now here's a problem with that. You don't know what your competitor is sitting on. Okay? What I mean is, you don't know how much money that competitor has. That competitor could outweigh you if they wanted to. I'll give you an example. Worked for a window manufacturing company, right? And in this window manufacturing company, they were a wholesaler. And they were able to give the lowest prices ever. Now, there was some other competition that would try to come in and give even lower prices than him. The problem was, the company I worked for, his money was long. When I mean long, it was real long. Therefore, he can withstand the storms. He can withstand more storms than the person that's trying to undercut him. So after a while, the company, the competitor was trying to tape $1 to every sale that they make, and they eventually went out of business, and he kept going. So that saying, being the cheapest is the best? Hell no. Because again, if you think of perceived value, if you're the cheapest, your product must be cheap. Your service must be cheap. What else is cheap about you? Your customer. And then there's so many cons into being the cheapest on the market. One, you run into a shitload of customer service. You run into just pain in the ass customers. You get a shitload of cancellations, and it is just a headache dealing with cheap clients. So you want to hit them at a high price. And what's funny is, a lot of business owners, once they give a client a high price, they'll say, all right, our price is $500. They do something like this. Hit the deck. They're running away and shit, and the confidence that's coming across, your confidence is so low that the customer on the other side, the client on the other side of the phone or in person, can tell that you're hesitant and you're not even confident and sure about the price you just told them. So pricing is huge, because if you are a high-priced service provider, people will begin to look at you like, wow, well, they must be worth it then. Their service must be better than that guy that, sold something for $5. That is what you want. So let's do a quick recap. Pricing is very important. Your goal is to have a big company feel, okay? The perceived value, the customer that's looking at you from the outside in, your perceived value is to have a big company feel. And in order to have the big company feel, one, you're gonna have to get a business email. Get yourself a business email. Two, you're gonna have to make sure that your website is on point, and it looks like a big company website, not some mom and pop store shit. Two, you may want to get an 800 number. Three, create a video, a propaganda piece that you can promote everywhere, on YouTube, on websites, on blogs, everything. Create a video for that. And then pricing. Knock them over the head with the pricing. Because you have to get out of your comfort zone. If you're the cheapest in town, there's only so long, you're only gonna last for so long. So, I hope this helps out, London. And if there's a topic you would like me to cover, shoot it over to me in the comment section and I'll make a video pertaining your topic. If you're feeling the vibe, join the tribe and subscribe, man. Other than that, man, peace and love and prosperity to you and your family, and I will see you soon. You heard? Peace.